The gays get Pride Month, so we need a dating app. I'm in desperate need of a haircut. Also, I trimmed my beard yesterday and I made an error in judgment of length and I had to trim it shorter, but now my mustache looks stronger there, but it doesn't in real life and I'm very confused. Anyway, that's explaining my appearance for the day. Hey Spuds, it's Jamie. Welcome back to another video. First on the channel, I don't know, but welcome either way. And today we are diving into the world of right-wing dating. Oh yes, I'm basically going to be reacting to this right-wing dating app that I found. Just a few of the videos that they've put out about it and what it actually is, because I just found it very interesting. So it's called The Right Stuff, a dating app for the right wing. But their YouTube channel is called Date Right Stuff. And that just doesn't sound right. That's not grammatically correct. That is wrong, not right. Make a move with the right person, a dating app for the right wing. They have 8,000 subscribers, which given how loud a lot of right-wing people are, that's not as many as I thought it would be. And it's definitely not as many as I thought it would be given the fact that they've put out 630 videos. That is a very, very large amount of videos for not very many subscribers. I'm not trying to be mean, just the numbers don't really add up. The description on their YouTube channel, Date Right Stuff. The Right Stuff was created for conservatives to connect in authentic and meaningful ways. We bring people with shared values and similar passions. My personal vibe is that I wouldn't date somebody who was right-wing, and so if they want to all go onto their own little dating app, that is absolutely fine with me. Should we watch a little advert they have for the Date Right Stuff? It's irritating me so much. Date Right Stuff. It's called The Right Stuff. Stuff is also just such a interesting word to use in a business and professional sense, like stuff. The right stuff. Like people are now stuff. We are just stuff. The word stuff sounds weird. But why not call the YouTube channel The Right Stuff? Like actually after the name of the company, or Date the Right Stuff, not Date Right Stuff. Oh, no, I'm annoyed. It's put a bee in my bonnet. I don't like it. I mean, I didn't like it before that, but I extra don't like it now.
The dating world is so crazy. The other night I went out with this guy and I was like, what are your thoughts on kids? And he said, I'm not gonna have any kids. I feel like it's the worst thing you can do for the environment.
Whoa. They're not holding back, are they? Wow. He's wearing an Earth Day t-shirt. Oh, terrible. Yeah, I want to make sure that I avoid dating people who care about the planet. Yeah. I get that if you are somebody that really wants kids and you go on a date and you find out the other person really doesn't want kids, that's probably not gonna work. But we don't have to tear it down of being like,
caring about the environment, bad. No, I need to stay away from these people.
Yeah, that's when I knew it wasn't gonna work out.
You know, I had a similar experience. This guy seemed normal on his profile.
okay, what's going to make him not normal? He seemed normal. That does sound like a very typical starting point of a conversation though. The guy seemed normal and then he was just a total creep. I would respect that, but I wonder what went wrong here.
But when we went out, he asked, oh, do you mind paying? I left my gift card in my other fanny pack.
I've not watched these before. I left my gift card in my other fanny pack. So, okay. That to me, the strangest thing this guy has done is biting the bottom of his ice cream cone. Because why would you do that, dude? Because that's supposed to hold the liquid ice cream in place. You eat down to the little nubbin. And it's even better if that bit's got chocolate in it. So the way I interpret this is, oh, we've gone out for coffee. I'm really sorry. Could you cover it this time? I don't have my money on me. And they've just decided to phrase it in a really weird way. Fanny pack. Fanny pack. It's such an odd phrase. That's the American word, right? In the UK, we call it a bum bag, right?
I didn't even get to go on my date. Sorry I'm late. You can ride on the front pegs if you want to get wild.
No one likes bad dates. Download The Right Stuff today and start going out with normal guys.
Oh my god. This. I'm pretty sure this is not a parody, but this feels like a parody. This cannot be real. This is not real, is it? Peter, 27, 5'11". I'm surprised. They seem like the type who wouldn't want to date any guy under 6 foot. Start dating normal guys. Is that trying to say that right-wing men are the only normal men? That not wanting kids, caring about the environment, forgetting your money, riding a bike instead of having a car? That's not normal. That's less than what you deserve. No, that's just the way people live their lives. There is nothing weird about what any of those guys did. Yes, they hammed it up in the advert to make it come across a bit strange of like ride on the front handlebar cars. Oh, in my other fanny pack. But other than that, that's not bizarre. And is that really, I guess maybe the environmental thing? I don't know. But is that really very, very exclusive to left-wing men? That they might ride a bicycle instead of a car, or sometimes forget their money at home. Or do they really just have like 14 seconds of this guy eating chips? Wow. I don't really know what to say. That did feel like a joke. I didn't even go on my date because he didn't have a car. I'm so confused. Okay, should we try another one? There's a few of these videos to watch.
Today, we brought in a group of conservative young women and wanted to get their honest opinions about what they're looking for in the guys they date. What are you looking for in a partner?
They just have to be a conservative.
I mean, sure. I feel like if you are very different in your political opinions, it's less likely to work. I'm not going to say it won't work. It wouldn't work for me. I would say if I were dating somebody, we would need to be politically aligned. We would need to have the same kind of morals and values in life. I get that. It wouldn't be the first thing I'd say. I wouldn't go straight for like the political jugular of like, they have to be left wing. Yes. They cannot be conservative. I would just be like, no, we need to be aligned. We need to be compatible. It's a lot deeper than just like, yeah. I feel like this must have been a leading question. I can't imagine that literally the first thing that would come to somebody's mind is they need to be a conservative. That's all that matters to me. I don't care if they're nice. I don't care what their personality is. I don't care what their hobbies are. They just need to be right wing. They need to, oh God, they need to love Trump.
You. Definitely someone that wants to have kids. I like an independent man. Personally, I like the alpha male vibe.
I want a man who really loves his family.
Definitely someone whose faith is important to them.
For me, it's someone who actually wants to meet my parents.
See, aside from the first one,
They just have to be a conservative.
none of those things were strictly specific to like dating a right-wing man. I don't get the whole alpha male thing. I don't understand that at all. But like wanting kids, wanting to introduce you to their family. What do they mean by independent though? Like somebody who isn't like codependent on you as a partner? That would be fair if that's not what you're into. I don't think that specifically means they have to be right-wing though.
Why do you want to date a conservative?
This is the interesting question.
For me, at least I know that we're gonna start off with some shared values.
Well, the conservative men I've dated at least know how to treat me like a woman.
What does that mean?
In my personal experience, conservative guys have better manners.
What does that mean?
I like that they understand their role in the relationship as a man.
Oh,
I need a man's man. I need a real man. I need a real alpha male.
do you know, if that is your vibe, sure, Jan, sure. I don't know why there needs to be a specific dating app. I'm not against it, as long as that means they stay off the other dating apps.
I just prefer my men to be masculine.
It's the over conflating of various different attributes. It's intentionally or unintentionally implying that men who are left wing are not masculine, aren't real men, aren't like
Manly man, blah.
don't know how to treat a woman. I mean, I don't really know what this means, because like, are they talking about very like traditional values? Is that what we're getting at here? Like they have to be the breadwinner? Are we talking about like those very, this is the woman's place, this is the man's place, hold the door open, pay for everything?
And what's the biggest red flag when it comes to dating?
A Democrat.
Okay, if we are going on the general grand scheme of red flags in other people that you may be about to get romantically involved in, Democrat is very, very not on the list. I would be going more for like misogynistic, bigoted in some way, like racist, homophobic, just mean, just an asshole, controlling in some way, commenting on somebody's appearance in a negative or inappropriate way. Like there are so many red flags. The fact that like the first one, maybe not the first one that somebody said, but the first one they're wanting people to hear and they're wanting to make it look like was the most important one, is they cannot be a Democrat. obviously I'm coming at this from having very, very different political views to these people. And my viewpoint is I will vote left wing. I will vote for a party that wants to protect marginalized people within society, that wants to protect the people with the least protections, that wants to make sure there's like equality between men and women. Like, I'm not going to vote for a party like conservatives in the US in particular who are anti-abortion and anti-women having autonomy and are racist and anti-immigrant and homophobic and transphobic. Just the amount of rampant bigotry going on within conservative politics is horrific. And so many of those things are just like red flags on their own to me. And so I'm really curious about what the actual red flags would be to somebody. Like, yes, there are left-wing men who are also walking red flags, who are very problematic, who are not nice people. Absolutely. However, I feel like when you're starting from the basis of like, I want a conservative man who's like an alpha male man, it like builds up this picture, to me at least. And I'm not saying everything about a man like that would be negative. I just think there are far more important things to look out for in the dating world as to what could be a red flag and potentially not a great situation to get yourself into than if they're a Democrat. Because to me, at least, you're starting from a base point of like, perhaps they do have some form of like social and economical moral compass of like equality.
No Democrats.
A Democrat. Can't be a Democrat. A Democrat.
That's easy. A Democrat.
No Democrats. It's a no.
Why? This did not go into why. This is like red flags in dating and they all just said a Democrat. If that is your start and end of red flags in dating, I fear for the types of people that you will be dating. Just why? Just one explanation.
Find the right match. Download the right stuff today.
Wow. Okay, that was incredibly fascinating. I want to point out, I'm not judging people purely for wanting to date somebody with the same political views, because that is how I feel. So I'm not wanting to be hypocritical here. I have my reasons as to why I would feel uncomfortable around somebody who was like very right wing because of the way they vote, because of what that implies about their beliefs, particularly towards me as somebody who's part of the LGBT plus community. That would make me feel uncomfortable. That individual person could be like, no, I accept gay people, I accept trans people, I'm not anti-immigration, I'm all for women's autonomy and women's rights, and I'm not misogynistic. But then it would make me question, like, why do you vote for a party that stands for those things, though? That is making those things come into law, that is making it harder for like trans people to transition, that is shitting on immigrants, that is reducing women's equality when it's been fought for so long, that's bringing in anti-abortion laws. That would be my question. So like, I have my reasons, and like, to me, my reasons feel very grounded in like morality and fair and kind treatment to other people, even if they are different to ourselves. None of these people actually gave an explanation as to why they don't like Democrats, and all of the insinuations from the first video is that they automatically would view a man who isn't right-wing as being not masculine, just not being good enough. That's what it felt like. Not having money, not wanting kids because he cares about the environment. I mean, way to go, like the first thing in the first video that I watched, being like,
oh, I don't want to date somebody who cares about the environment that much.
That's a weird flex. So I'm not judging them purely because they're standing there going, I want to date somebody with the same political viewpoints. I just kind of want a bit more substance as to why. I want to understand. And if it's them going like, it's because I too am against equality in the world, and I want to vote for a party that just cares about rich, white, straight, cis men, then sure. I don't agree with your viewpoints on the world, and I think it's harmful, but at least there would be some honesty there and like a level of understanding. But to me, it just reads like they're assuming that any man who isn't right-wing must be not a real man, and that they must be feminine, and that's not good enough for them. And then that just is really icky to me, because also there's nothing wrong with not being an alpha male. I actually think that's a positive thing, because don't they say like the alpha version of things is buggy and we need to test it. It needs to be developed further, worked on a bit more, you know? Damn. Okay, last video.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan. I've got to tell you about something I am so excited to announce. A dating app for all of us conservatives. It's called The Right Stuff, and it's launching this September.
I think what confuses me about this, it gives me the vibe, I don't know if this was the intention, it's just the vibe it's sending off to me. It's the vibe I'm picking up on, okay? It's like, we're the victims. We just can't find like-minded people on all of these regular trashy dating apps, so we need our own dating app. You know, like the gays get Pride Month, so we need a dating app. That's the vibe it's giving me. They do realize on like all of the big apps. I mean, I don't personally use dating apps because I'm married and I've been in a relationship with the same person since I was 17. So I have never had use for dating apps, but I have seen them and I have seen friends use them, and you can put your political viewpoints on these dating apps. So therefore, like, this is just something that you can just not swipe on somebody that does not share your political views. But they've gone, no, we need our very own special dating app. Yes. I'm also curious why every advert we're hearing from women, like, it's always advertising like men's profiles. It's the same two men's profiles in like the little outro clip, but everybody talking in the videos is a woman. And I'm wondering if it's aimed towards conservative women specifically. I'm not sure.
Most about it is that it's invite only, so not just anyone can join. First
of
all, it's free to use. And for my ladies, you'll never have to pay because we all get premium subscriptions for simply inviting a couple friends. Gentlemen, if you want access to premium, that's on you.
Oh, that's such an interesting dynamic. That is so fascinating. So women get it free if they refer a couple of friends, but men have to pay. And like, on the face of it, that could be interpreted as like, you know, power to women, giving them access to this service for free, for sharing it with their friends. Kind of along the same lines where I think it's Bumble. There's definitely a dating app, I think it's Bumble, where only the women can message first. And it's a way to protect women and uplift them on the app. But this feels more like, because it's monetary, it feels more like...
Oh no, it's because the man earns the money. The man pays for dinner, so the man pays for the dating app.
There is a way that it could have sounded progressive, but I just would never believe that it's coming from a progressive angle.
And by the way, those are the only two options. Ladies and gentlemen, the right...
I think you're safe. I don't really think you're gonna find a right-wing non-binary person. If there are any out there, I would be curious to understand why. Unfortunately, you would not be able to use this dating app though.
Stuff is all about getting into the right dating pool with people who share the same values and beliefs as you. You'll start off by building your perfect profile. No pronouns necessary. We want you...
Of course, they went for the pronouns. No pronouns necessary. We can tell from your face.
to put your best foot forward, which includes your favorite photos of yourself doing what you love or being with the people.
They've actually used Trump. There's a photo of her with Donald Trump. I'm assuming that this is Photoshopped. Might not be, but I'm gonna take a guess that it might be. And that's the bit they decide to show when they say best photos.
With the people you love. Our prompts give you the opportunity to let people know.
Hold on. Select a prompt. What's this say? Biggest risk I've ever taken. Change my mind about. Do you agree or disagree that? Favorite liberal lie. Favorite liberal lie? Oh my god. That's hilarious. It is the fact that it's not even like, hey, I'm fed up swiping on all these left-wing beta males. I want to find a place where every single dude I come across is
gonna pay for dinner and be an alpha male and vote for Trump, yeah.
It's not just that they're wanting to create a space where people align on their political viewpoints. There is bigotry like coming through there already with like, it's only for ladies and gentlemen. No pronouns necessary. What's your favorite liberal lie?
Let's create this really strong echo chamber.
To let people know various sides of you. So remember, be authentic and creative. We're sorry that you've had to endure years of bad dates and wasted...
Oh, those poor conservatives having to endure going on dates with people that care about the planet. Oh my god.
...time with people that don't see the world our way, the right way.
Okay, like that is where it's problematic. Date the right stuff, because I get the play on words because it's right wing, but it is insinuating, and it feels purposeful in that insinuation, that anything that isn't right wing, if you're not conservative, you are therefore wrong. Your view on the world is wrong.
Once you're in the app, you have the ability to scroll through profiles of people in your area, but you can also adjust the settings to see anyone, anywhere. Once you've liked a couple people, you're ready to post a date. You can either keep your options open and post it for everyone to see, or just post it to the people you've liked. This concept...
What? You can post a date? I'm sorry. Wait, what? What is this? Like a Facebook event? Ah, yes, hello. I'm going to a baseball game. Would people like to join me? We can wave at each other across the stands. How interesting a concept.
Concept is all about getting you out there and getting you on dates. So you'll go to the bottom navigation, click on dates, and then you'll go to the top right-hand corner and hit the plus button. From there, you can create your ideal date. You choose the time and place, And you also have the luxury of choosing the dates that you would like to go on. In the app, you can see everyone who's liked your profile. And if you like them back, you can start chatting with them. It's that simple. So if you're a young conservative looking to amp up your dating life, go to joinrightstuff.com to gain early access. We need to get back to the right way of dating. See you there.
Oh my god, it's so like...
Oh my god, we have to fight back against this. We need to date each other. Keep the dating pool pure.
I don't understand this whole like create your date thing though, because that sounds hella dodgy to me. That sounds really weird. I can't really visualize how that's supposed to work. So what, you create your ideal date and then you can invite who you want on it. You can invite more than one person? Is this like to set up your own speed dating thing? Is this only the women that can make the dates and invite the men to, or can the men make the dates and invite the women to? I'm assuming that there is no same gender dating allowed on this app. It hasn't explicitly said that, but I would be really curious to know. I'd also be really curious to know how they would react if there was a left-wing alternative that was invite only, you cannot join if you're right-wing, blah. I think this is just they really like to show their logo for a while, don't they? Wow. Well, that was fascinating. That was fascinating in a horrible kind of way. I feel like I expressed many of them during watching those videos. Does it feel like a slight waste of my life to have done that? Yes, perhaps. But I was very fascinated by it. And I think, again, whilst I do not agree politically, because I think right-wing politics, and certainly as they are now, and certainly with people like Donald Trump in power, harm so many people in society. And it's not just the people they're attacking the most right now, like trans people and immigrants. It's also going to work its way up. There's already been a negative impact on women whilst Trump has been in power. There was even a push that was fortunately stopped quite quickly to get rid of gay marriage in America. These are viewpoints and these are things that are coming into the world that really negatively impact a lot of people. And unless you are a middle class or above, straight, cisgender, white man, they don't care about you. You're just a rung on a ladder that they are gradually working their way up and destroying and taking the rights away from. That's why I wouldn't date somebody who was right wing. And I would be, other than this wishy-washy, like, oh, biggest red flag is a Democrat. I wouldn't date a Democrat. I want an alpha male. I want someone who's going to pay. It sounds like I want someone who doesn't care about the environment, because maybe that right-wing woman didn't believe in climate change. I don't know. But there was no actual reason of substance other than stop going on bad dates. Stop dating the wrong people. Date the right people. The right kind of people. Ooh, gross. That is the summary for what we watched today. Gross. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. You're going to see some names on the screen of my lovely Patreons. Thank you so much for supporting me over on Patreon. And a big shout out to my top tier Patreons: Kia Tasha, Elias, Cat Toe Beans, Shadowy Zombie King 843, Nova F, Riley Ray, Night Soul, Elden K, Nesta, Max Mates Mods, Della Nervin, River Champion, Chloe, Anna Blash, Randy, Marv Mallow, Rachel Raptor, Justine Whistle, Slayer, Sarah Hobbs, The Paisley Prince, Triple A Mars, Claire Henley, and Marin. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Much love. Bye.